Hi, welcome to the daily analysis with volume profile, price action and action theory of different instruments. Today is holiday on USA, it's January 16th, it's Martin Luther King Day, so it's holiday. Let's expect not too much volatility, not too much movements because of it's a very typical holidays days, you know. There are not too much movement. This is a long-term chart. It's a daily chart, and we can see this trend line in the case of Dow Jones. Now we are touching this trend line, so it's a great resistance. We can expect this resistance, so we must be very careful. As always, I see this only for educational purpose, it's not a recommendation for trading. And let's see what happens with intraday analysis. In the case of Dow Jones, this is the profile, the volume profile of last week, and we can see several interesting points. First place, we had a pullback, and we told last week that this point 34,453, it was a possible target. We have touched this really on Friday. We touched this, and we must look for new points if we're talking about prices above the current price. First time, according to this is a pullback. If we respect this trend, this upper trend, if it's a pullback, or our target would be about 34,659. If we're looking for a downtrend or targets with the price below the current price, first place would be this point. It's an all daily VPOC. It's about 34,221. But the most clear target, it will be the final of the weekly VWAP, and it's here exactly. It's at 34,030 approx. In third place, the next target would be about 33,930. Okay, let's jump to S&P. S&P in daily chart, long-term chart, we see the same problem, or the same point. We have a downtrend line, and now is the price has touched it, and now is rebounding on it. So it's very difficult. It's a theoretically price action point, a resistance. So let's see where the price can move to. In the case of this volume profile, we can see several targets. Above the price, the projection of this pullback, it would be at 4,060. Below the price, there are 2 points very clear. First, the Friday daily VPOC, it could be exactly at 39.95, and below it the weekly naked VPOC. It's about 39.89. Let's mark it with an ellipse. This point is very close, so we are not marking it. And the next point of interest would be the final of the weekly VWAP. It's about 39.65. So we have cleared these points. Let's jump to Nasdaq. Nasdaq is the same. This is a downtrend line. Now it's touching this line. It's rebounding. It's a resistance, and here there is a volume, a peak of volume. So it's a double resistance. One, because of the price action, the trend line, and second, because of this volume. Okay, if we go to the daily analysis, we'll see the targets. First target above the price would be about 11,750. Talking about the targets below the current price, the most clear is the weekly naked VPOC. It's on 11,469. So it's very possible to, if the price goes down, it's a very clear target. And be careful if the price touches this point, because it can rebound. We can't forget that this trend line, this upper trend line, tell us that in this point the price could rebound. So if the price touches this point, be very careful. Let's go to light oil. In the case of light oil, we have a possible target, these pullback projections. We have touched this, perfect. We have a second target with the price above the current price, is the extension. And this module, the first point is 100% and the second 161% approx. And this is on 80 and 67. So for me it's the most clear target, upper target. Let's see what happens with the low targets. First place, this point, the minimum of today, 78 and 85. The second place, this point, if you see, it's exactly on an all end of VWAP, of weekly VWAP. So it's a strong point from the point of view of volume, and we have touched this and has rebounded. Second place, this point, this peak of volume exactly on 78 and 40. Exactly here. And the third target would be 77.45. it is a very clear node, high volume node. So let's take it in consideration because it's a very, very clear target. And then there is another target, as always, the final of the weekly VWAP. Okay, let's see what happens with gold. In the case of gold, last analysis we talked about this pullback and this target. We have reached this. Perfect. And what happens now? We can see a very, very, very clear trend line. Each time the price has touched this trend line, the price has rebounded, has rejected, and the line has rejected the price, and now it's going up. If we are on still are on a upper trend, we should have in consideration this possible point, 1942. This is the first target. The low target, first place, this point. It's about this line, the trend line. It could be a very clear price action target. But our great lower target would be this naked weekly VPOC. Very, very interesting point. Before touching this, there could be a stop exactly here in the final of the weekly VWAP, 1890. Okay, let's finish with DAX. In the case of DAX, in last analysis we told about this possible target, 15,231. We have touched this today on the opening, and let's see, because we have here a trend line, and as we can see, the price is respecting this trend line, except right now. We have touched this target, and it seems perhaps is the beginning of the break of this trend line. If it happens, if it really happens, the first target would be this naked weekly VPOC. First target, very clear, exactly here, 15,121. And the second target would be this point, final of the VWAP, of the weekly VWAP, plus a naked daily VPOC. In the case the price keep on growing, rising, let's see this point, if it's a pullback, if this downtrend movement has finished. If it's a pullback, the next target, the price be above, would be 15,324. Okay, that's all with today's analysis. Good luck and see you tomorrow. Bye.